Hi, I have been asked before if I do any instructional. I don't. I'm still under a year of experience with archery. I began less than a year ago. All I ever did before that, the only bow I ever fired was a PVC bow, and that's actually what I started with. But today I'm just going to discuss the Slavic release, not instructing anything. Before I go any further, I will have a link in the description for what is, in my opinion, the best of the best instruction on the Slavic release. When I first started, I thought, well, that's what I'm going to do. I hadn't really, I didn't make my first ring yet, didn't know exactly how to approach things, and I thought, Slavic, that'll work, that's what I'm going to practice. And I found instructions that suggested, I have to keep double checking this focus, that you use these two fingers here, right? Use these two fingers, and then let me exhibit this so you can follow what I'm saying. This is a two-fletched arrow. It's the first one that came out of the quiver. But these two fingers will they'll essentially stay here, and the index finger will just lightly secure the nock of the arrow. And the pinky doesn't do anything. And when I saw that, I thought, well, that seems really neat. It's made for shooting on the wrong side of the bow. And I tried it, and tried it, and tried it, and it was just awful. I could never really do anything with that. Then I found Trophy Bow 1. He's a guy from Finland, excellent horseback archer, good archer in general, pretty cool dude. And I watched his instructions on his method of the Slavic. And when I tried that just the other day, I thought, holy crap, this really works. Now, I would recommend even skipping what I'm saying or just taking this with a grain of salt. But effectively, his Slavic uses these three fingers. And there's a bit of an angle, so the pinky will have the least amount of bite, the ring finger will have a bit more, and the FU finger will get probably right about the center of the pad. And I don't think the thumb really does anything. It might gently rest on the back of the string. This first shot could be shit, but, well, that was pretty close to the can. Now, that's his method. To understand that properly, without any errors that I might make while showing that, just follow that link in the description if you're interested. Now, why would you be interested in the Slavic release? It might actually be the best draw. Now, you might lose an inch or two of draw length compared to the thumb release. But one, it doesn't really rely on tools. It's a bit rougher. I acclimated to thumb release more quickly than I think I will Slavic. After a dozen shots, it really starts burning the fingers a bit. And I don't have an appropriate glove for that, but I reckon that anyone with practice is going to get tougher fingers. But it's super fast. I think it's the fastest release there is. That's my opinion. Change my mind. I'm not trying to sell it. But it's it feels great. It has a very natural feel, and for shooting on the wrong side of the bow, it's perfect. I will probably stick with thumb release, but I will definitely begin training with Slavic. It's fast. If you injure your thumb, if your thumb is sore, if your thumb swells and you can't get your ring on that day, whatever reason, you order a ring and it's too big, it's too small, well, consider the Slavic release. I think it's highly underrated. Stick with it for a couple of days, and I think it will be permanently assimilated into your archery if you shoot on the wrong side of the bow, as I do, which is the only side of the bow I shoot on. So that is Slavic. Look at that link in the description. There's a bunch of other stuff on that guy's channel. He's a really cool dude and fine archer. So check that out if you're interested.